Sometimes the scariest stories start with little things. A cracked wall, an old house, and something that shouldn't have been found. My name is Jake, and this happened to me in an ordinary apartment. But after that night, I don't consider it ordinary anymore. I've been living here for almost 3 years. It's an old panel house. Nothing out of the ordinary. A week ago, the plaster started peeling in the hallway, so I decided to patch it up myself. While I was scraping the wall, the putty knife hit something hard. It was a phone, an old push-button phone, carefully wrapped in plastic and hidden inside the wall. It wouldn't turn on, but the SIM card was still there. I inserted it into the spare phone, and the screen lit up. 300 unread messages. From one contact. The contact's name was strange. Don't open the door. First message, 2014. Is greater than, if you're reading this, it means I didn't make it in time. The further I read, the worse it got. The person wrote that they were being followed, that someone comes to his door at night, but never calls. Is greater than, they're checking to see if I'm asleep. If you hear footsteps, hide. Don't open the door even if I'm there. And then I realized something terrifying. He was describing my apartment. The same layout. The same creaking floor by the window. The same crack above the bathroom door. The last message was sent the day before I moved in. Is greater than, I hid the phone in the wall. If you found it, they pretended it was all over. I barely slept that night. At exactly 3:17, I heard footsteps in the entryway. They stopped at my door. No ringing, no knocking, only silence, and a soft sound, like someone scratching the door with a fingernail. I remembered the messages. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. A few minutes later, the footsteps disappeared. This morning, I called the landlord and asked who had lived there before. He said the guy had moved out suddenly. When I asked if he was missing, he just went silent. I'm planning to move out today. But before that, I'll leave the phone in the wall. Because tonight, at exactly 3:17, a new message arrived on that same SIM card. From the Don't Open the Door contact, it read, is greater than, they noticed you reading. If you know this feeling, when it's better not to know the truth, write about it in the comments. And remember, if someone is standing at your door at night, don't open it.